So, welcome back to Chris in this video. Chris, who is a committed group journey member and has successfully completed 6 of the 7 steps of the clutter clearing journey and cleared 7 areas and rooms in her home. Hi, Chris. Thank you as always for sharing more about your clutter clearing journey and how you're successfully clearing your clutter in your home without the need for an expensive home visit. So you're about to start the final step of the 7-step journey. And in this video, we're going to look ahead at the new clutter-free version of you and your home and your clutter-free best life. So first, you're working on your office at the moment, and then you've just got the conservatory left to do. So how does it feel to have just 2 areas left to clear?
I can't quite believe it. I wasn't, well, I thought at the beginning I really didn't think I ever would.
Mm. So what have you noticed about how your decision making has shifted over the course of your journey?
Yeah, I think it's a sort of attitude that shifts really. So instead of always thinking, oh, I've got to keep that, must keep that, um, you are much more able to say, do I really want to keep that? Do I really need to keep that? You can sort of step back the emotional kind of feeling that you've got to have things or keep things. You can get more distance, really. Partly, I think, through all the learning and um, yeah, and some experience of letting go of things as well.
Build your confidence that it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And
Is
I've
there
noticed, some little sort of small habits that I had that I don't have anymore, like picking up freebies or particularly things like toiletries, when no, they don't tend to do those little bottles now, but I would always bring them back thinking the kids would like them, but really I just couldn't resist them. I don't bring them back now.
yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will relate to that. Is there anything in particular that has helped you to start making more balanced, realistic decisions and let go of things other than keeping things just in case?
Well, it's all the learning that we do on the journey. Yeah, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have changed otherwise. I wouldn't have known really any of this. Just kind of trying to do it by the old method of blitzing and getting rid of things wasn't working for years and years and years, so it wouldn't have started working now.
You had any emotional breakthroughs while you've been on your journey? You mentioned there about the fact that you're not as emotionally attached to things, which is making it easier to make decisions. So are there any emotional breakthroughs that you've been aware of while you've been on your journey?
I think just the fact that there wasn't anything like as much by the time I got to it, sentimental stuff as I thought there would be. Um, yeah, I thought that by step 5, I would be left with lots of sentimental stuff, but it's that again, that kind of attachment seems to have been broken. Not to everything, but it hasn't been an issue, which is what I would have expected at the beginning.
Interesting. On our journey, we focus on working towards living our clutter-free best life, and that helps keep us focused and motivated for doing the doing on our journey. Have elements and glimmers of your clutter-free best life already started to appear in your life? And if so, which ones?
Um, yeah, I think some have. It's partly the best life and it's partly doing the wheel of life. Um, there was one point quite early on in my journey when I felt like it was taking over my life. All I was doing was clutter clearing. Um, and so I've had to build things in. And my on the wheel of life, my fun and recreation segment was always one of the lowest. Um, but that's not the case now, really. I've kind of been able to, because of doing a weekly planner and all that kind of, been able to build things in. Um, yeah, and that's been really helpful.
Mhm. Your grandson now has a room to stay in as well, doesn't he, when at yours, which is
Mm.
presumably part of your best life, is having him stay and be happy and enjoy his space?
Yeah, he had one before, but it was full of. I mean, he's unfortunately he's a bit of a hoarder as well. Doesn't let go of things. He's got nearly as many emails, and he's only 20. He's got about 3,000. So my poor husband is in despair, thinking it's all starting again with the next, well, not the next generation, but the one below that.
He actually got a bigger bedroom, didn't he?
Yeah,
He had a room swap
yeah.
because of the clutter clearing that you had done.
Yeah, he moved into what was the room of doom. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he's definitely benefited. So, do you think your sense of identity has shifted even just a little bit since you started your journey? Because we're very often labeled the cluttered one in our family or in our friendship groups. But do you think that has shifted a bit while you've been on your journey?
Um, yes, I think my belief about myself, I was beginning to think that it it would never be clear and it would be a terrible problem for my family when I died. And having had a few health scares, it's sort of I didn't want that to happen. What was I going to say? Was it the sense of
Your sense of
identity?
identity, has it
Hmm.
shifted? Do you see yourself as the cluttered one anymore?
No, I don't think to the same extent. Um, no, and just having the upstairs is all, I just really like going up there now, whereas before I wouldn't want anyone else to go up there, and I used to, there were certain rooms I didn't go in myself. Um, so that is a real encouragement.
I imagine that uh, positively impacts your sense of well-being.
Mm, mm.
Great. So, how do you know it's now just a matter of when, not if, you clear your clutter and complete your journey?
Because I've done the other areas and I'm determined to finish this one. Um, yeah, it sort of slipped a bit when I was ill earlier in the year, but I'm going to get it done, and then the rest will be straightforward. I think this was always going to be a difficult one because it's just full of paperwork mainly, um, which is why I left it till last. But the conservatory, I'm not bothered about that. That will get done as part of this, really.
Brilliant. So, finally, what message would you share with someone who's been trying to clear their clutter for years or decades and doesn't believe that it's possible for them to succeed, to start or keep going or clear all their clutter without someone coming to their home to help them have a blitz?
Well, I don't think you can do it without someone, but someone coming to your home is not the answer. The answer is to have support whilst you're doing the journey. So I would say to them to do the journey and join in with as much support from other group members and from you as they can, really. I wouldn't have done it on my own. I would never have done it.
Lovely. Thank you for sharing your advice, your experiences with us over the last few videos, Chris. And good luck with step 7 and for completing your journey and becoming clutter free forever.
Oh, thank
Love.
you.
Thank you.